Hello? Yes, please. Ash speaking. Yes. Yeah, I got the job. I got the job. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let me call my mom. Hello, mommy. Pause. Let me tell you 5 tips that you need to know so you can succeed and thrive in your new role before you start celebrating. Here are the tips that would make you thrive and succeed in your new role. The first is punctuality. Yes, there is no way that you get a new job and you are going to be late. If you go in late for your new job, maybe your first day or the first week or the second week, people will begin to ask questions around, is this the right hire for the job? Did we make a mistake? Did we have the wrong person selected for the role? Because as much as it is just punctuality, it speaks a lot about your personality. It tells people that you are serious about the job. It tells people that you have a good planning, you can plan very well. And that's what they want to know in somebody that is getting a new job. Everybody's asking the question, is this the right hire? Make sure that you're coming early and make sure that you're putting the right things in place so that they are not doubting if they've hired the right person. The second is asking the right questions, and I'm just going to break this down for us, right? You're asking questions about the objectives of the role. Yes, you got the job objectives, you got the job description when you started. In fact, you even got the job description before you applied for the job, didn't you? And that was what you checked to know that you're the right person or you have the right skills for that job. But when you get into a job or when you get into a role, there are certain objectives and goals that you need to focus on. Those are the ones that are going to be measured against your KPI, which is your key performance indicator. Those are the things that will be the critical success factor for the role. Let's take an example, right? You know that you've started this job or you started this new role and you had the job description, but on that or in that particular department, they are focusing on a certain goal at this quarter or at this year. You want to align your goals and make sure that you're focusing on the same goal that the department is focusing on. Secondly, you want to ask about the policies and procedures. Yes, what policies and procedures concern you? There are general policies and procedures around attendance, around well-being, around disciplinary, around grievance, and all of those. But there are certain policies and procedures that will be utilized by your department alone. You want to get all of those. You want to ask those questions. You are either asking your line manager, you want to read those policies and procedures. Yes, you want to read them. That's where we're finding out around, what kind of dress code do they wear, what if you want to report an absence or you want to report lateness, who do you report it to? What is even the reporting protocol of the department, of the organization? Also, you want to be asking questions around, who would I be introducing myself to first? Yes, you want to know those people. The people that you'll be asking about are your stakeholders. Who are the people that are your stakeholders? Who are the people that you support? Who are the people that are important to your job? Who are the external people? Who are the internal people? You want to ask those questions because that's the only way you're going to be succeeding. Let me tell you a little bit of secret. When you ask those questions, you are asking about a verbal reference. Yes. There are silent psychological contracts, right? There are silent psychological culture in your team. When you ask those questions, you can have the feeler. When you have the feeler, you have a soft landing. Oh, are they title driven? Is this an hierarchical driven, culture? Or is it even a place where, they don't care about title, they don't care about culture, but they are very big on thank you, they're very big on feedback. These are the little things that you're asking. Also, in asking those questions, you want to be sure that you're not taking whatever you've learned in your old place of work, if you're an experienced hire, or even if you're a newbie, right, or a greyhorn, you're not taking what you know before and you're bringing it in. This is a culture that is already established. If you want to change anything, you need to understand what they're doing first before you go in with any change. That is the second. That question is really, really important. Thirdly, you want to ask about projects. Yes, because you are new on the role, there will be some projects that you wouldn't even have any projects that you're doing. So you're asking questions. Oh, is there any project that I can take? Is there anything that I can cover? Is there anything that I can do? I'm less busy. You're putting yourself out there. What you're saying to them is that you're responsive, you're a team player, you are somebody that use your initiative. You don't like to be micromanaged, because you know your onions, right? You want to ask those questions, ask for projects, get into those projects, do those projects, ask how would I do it? Is this the way you do it? Is the way you write your reports? Is this the way you submit this and all of that? It will help you to have a soft landing, and it will help you thrive on your role beyond the first 1 week, beyond the first 30 days, beyond the first 90 days. And people will then be, you'll then be established into that team, and they will know your worth. The fourth is, don't be afraid to ask questions. Yes, the only thing about asking questions is you want to do your thorough own work. You want to check for things. You want to have something to bring when you're asking for a question. So you don't go and ask a question like, oh, I don't know how to do this, or I don't know what to do. You'll be asking questions around, this is what I have found out. I just want to find out if this is the way it's been done in this team, or if there is anything that I'm missing. Remember, you are a new person, you're a new starter, you're a newbie. Confident. You don't want to portray yourself as too confident. You also don't want to portray yourself as not knowing anything, because people get tired when you're always asking questions without bringing anything on the table, without bringing your onions, without bringing even any suggestion or options at all to the table. So it's really important that you ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions, because you don't want to be embarrassed, right? Let me even ask the question to us. Are you team ask questions and just ask the questions bluntly or whatever? Or are you team know your onions, read, research before you ask the questions? Let me know in the comment section what team you fall under. I like to ask questions, but I also like to research before I ask questions. I don't want to go there and like, I should have thought about that. Or even when you're asking questions, you're saying things like, oh, I thought about that, but you didn't bring that to the table. So yes, I like to bring my ideas to the table when I'm asking questions, just to check that I'm doing the right thing. I don't want to be embarrassed when I'm new to the team, because people will like, you could have asked questions. Why did you make that mistake? Okay, and last is comport yourself. It is really important that you comport yourself. You are new to the team. You don't want to be overly nice. If you're an overly nice person and you can keep that up for the next 2 years, you can keep that up for the next 3 years, fantastic. But if you know that you're not an overly nice person and you're not trying to be overly nice, then you're being fake, isn't it? I like to be you and be real. However, there are some attitude and there are some behaviors that I used to already say, they are not for the office. They are not for, even if you're an entrepreneur, even if you're a professional working with somebody, there are certain attitudes, there are certain behaviors that you do not take to the office. So it's not about being fake, it's not about faking things. It's not about, trying to be what you're not. It's bringing professional and ethical behavior to an organization, to the team, to wherever you find yourself. So comport yourself. Don't suck up to people. Don't gossip or form caucus or, find yourself in the wrong team. If you find yourself amongst people that are always complaining, find a way to run away from them, because they will make you demotivated or demoralized even before you start the job. You want to go in and find out things for yourself, right? So comporting yourself is very important. Be good to people, be nice to people, greet people, find out how the team works. If somebody makes tea for everyone, you can also, make tea for people, right? You can ask, to help people, you can ask for help. But comporting yourself is being you and being real. But make sure that you're bringing the ethical, professional behavior with you wherever you're going to.
Now you can celebrate.
Remember that job I was talking about? Yes, I got it. Yes, I got the job. I got the job.